What's going on? My name is Mur. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and all my buttons here at Planet 10 Studios. You are watching The Slant.
Michael, focus.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Welcome to another fabulous episode of The Slant. Michael, forget it. In this week's episode, Christine has a chat with the one and only Tammy Duckworth. Then it's off to meet AC, who has a special on the Korean Olympics. Natalie gets a lesson in swordplay from the real babes. Then we'll give you an inside look into our very own KBC TV studio. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with an amped up performance from Chicago's very own Mur. On guard!
Holy Xena Warrior Princess, what are you doing with that?
I'm thinking about changing my on-screen persona. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, that looked like it hurt. But no worries, it's only an intern.
Maybe I should leave the swordplay to the professionals.
Yeah, probably a grand idea. While we attempt to sew on our intern's arm, you guys can check out some real babes with some uncanny blade swinging talent.
Kim Fukawa is one cool babe with a blade. She just finished up playing the character of Ross in an all-female version of Macbeth. We're here at the La Costa Theater to see some of her moves. Born and raised in Chicago, Kim made her professional acting debut this year with Babes with Blades, a theater company that fuses stage combat and traditional storytelling tools.
I grew up watching theater, but I was painfully shy, so it took a while for me to come out of my shell until I was in high school, actually, before I got up the courage to be on stage.
In Macbeth, Kim's character of Ross is the messenger of good and bad news. But this isn't the actress's first exposure to Shakespeare.
And my mother was a big supporter of the arts, so she got me interested in seeing shows early. And I don't know, just something about the language. I was always sort of drawn to it, always wanted to do it. So this is great for me, getting to play a boy's role in the Shakespeare show, because, you know, there are girls' roles, but sometimes they're just not as good as some of the guys.
The 24-year-old studied theater at Columbia College and started her own stunt company with a friend called JK Choreography. On or off stage, Kim's been involved in all aspects of theater.
I love being on stage. I do. I love singing. I do work backstage sometimes. I was a costume designer for a little while. I know how to sew pretty well, but something about acting and getting to play different people, getting to run around and have fun on stage, it's just really exciting and great.
Even though Macbeth's wrapped up a successful run, you can ask Kim to ad-lib a few of her lines.
From Fife, great king, where the Norwegian banners float the sky and fan our people cold, Norway himself with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict, till that Bellona's bridegroom, lapped in proof, confronted him with self-comparisons, point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit. And to conclude, the victory fell on us. Not the most exciting dialogue,
Wow.
but
Really
there
nice.
it is, it's Shakespeare.
And how do you get into character for that?
Take a deep breath and go for it, really.
Kim's now working on stunt coordination for a few small films and continuing to audition. Being a Japanese American, she says, presents no boundaries in theater.
It's opened up so much. I mean, there's a lot of colorblind casting. It's mostly colorblind casting, unless it's specifically, you know, you need a specific ethnicity to make the show work. So, I don't think it's that difficult.
The stage door is always open for Kim Fukawa. I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing a lot of her on stage. This is Natalie Tadino for The Slant. See you next week.
If you want to check out more about Babes with Blades, just swing their way, babeswithblades.org.
Sorry about the arm.
Bad news, we couldn't reattach the arm. But the good news is, we have an intern spot open.
Well, you should probably get cleaned up.
Good idea. Don't touch that dowel, because we're just getting warmed up. And can you try not cutting anybody's arm off this time?
Well, he shouldn't have run into my sword.